taking on a team tonight that's had a tough road trip, but you guys need points desperately here tonight.
Our own road trip hasn't got off to the start that we want in Winnipeg, so we've got to turn things around quickly, and we can't worry about what the Leafs are going through, whether good or bad. We've got our own challenges that lie ahead, and that's where our focus has to lie.
How would you assess the mindset of your team? Obviously, it's been a bit of a rough stretch, and these games are so important now.
Desperate. Yeah, that's where our mindset has to be. Obviously, some distractions over the last little bit, but I think we've zeroed it back into to what's in the locker room is important, and we've got to get playing on the ice. So we've got to have a very clear, concise mindset, but a desperate one.
As a coach, what's been the biggest challenge for you? It's a bit of a different feel for your team this year, where usually you're feeling comfortable with your players.
Every year is a different year. You can have the exact same players, and you have to reinvent your team and reinvent your identity. And at times we've done a very good job of that, and other times we've struggled. So the inconsistency throughout the year with our group has been one of the biggest challenges that we've had. And we're still in that phase. And if we're going to get to where we want to go, we're going to have to be consistent in the last 12 games.
From an X's and O's point of view, is there anything specifically you'd like to see better? A lot of the guys were talking, I guess, special teams.
Well, our power play penalty kill, which has always been strong for us, hasn't necessarily won us games, and it has to get better. Also, giving up 5 goals against in the last 2 games isn't the recipe for success. So we've got to find ways to check to win games and make sure our special teams pick it up a little bit.
This is a Leafs team that's gotten off to very slow, bad starts the last few games, and obviously getting off to a good start for you guys is key.
That would be the plan. If we can get on our toes and get aggressive and push rather than being pushed, it would favor us. But they're a proud group. They're going to come home and play in front of their fans, and they'll be ready to play. And our start in Winnipeg, and we've got to park it. But it wasn't exceptional by any means either. The first shot on goal from below the goal line's in the net, and we're scrambling. So both teams are going to try and establish dominance early. And should be a good night.
Was the result in Winnipeg a reason why you decided to shake up the second and third line in the D this morning?
Well, we've gone 2 games, as I mentioned earlier, giving up a lot of goals, and we're getting offense from Jumbo's line, but not a lot from anybody else. So we can only go so long on the short end of both offense and defense, and shuffle them up a little bit. We'll see what we get from some guys.
There are some players in particular you're hoping to spark with a new setting like that?
The whole group.